Hello lovelies, I am the Fragnostic, and tonight on The Holy Truth we're bleating the glorious name of Satan in Death Goat, a bloody arcade shooter featuring hordes of brutal enemies and eardrum destroying heavy metal. Let me start by commenting on this legitimately excellent logo that is so good that it actually deserves to have a real band behind it. I'd volunteer, but you know, I'm already into Boviday themed metal projects, shredding lead guitar in Oh My Fucking Goat, and smashing the fuck out of a drum kit in Motherflocker. If metal's not your thing on account of you being a blanket humping, bed wetting little girl, you might enjoy my hardcore German EBM group, Heifer Stompen. Ich bin ein Mandy. Death Goat's paper-thin premise is that you're a goat, or man/goat hybrid, so technically a satyr, or a Katie Hopkins, fending off the hordes of hell in a desolate wasteland, desolate Iceland, or desolate Cityland. The damned charge at you in waves and come in several repulsive varieties, from the common bug-legged skull to Ronnie the rigor mortis fetus, who erupts from the ground to swallow your soul like those worms from Tremors. Aiding you in your devil spawn slaying antics are a variety of weaponized power-ups that improve your crappy single shot wizard staff into blowtorches, laser cannons and magenta warship artillery, as well as screen cleansing pentabombs, of which you start with a stock of 3 but can resupply as you butcher your way through the hordes. Your health system boils down to a protective aura that surrounds your character, good for 3 hits before it leaves you for dead unless you can find a drop to power it back up. 3 lives are afforded to you at the start of the game, and once they're gone, that is the end of you, Milado. Death Goat moves fast, loud, and makes a big fucking mess wherever it goes, splattering the map with the devastated corpses of your foes to an impressive soundtrack of mostly melodic death metal spread across 14 different bands, which go as big as Between the Buried and Me. It's a little too melodic for my taste personally. I'm more of a pig destroyer / napalm death kind of guy, but it's still nice to hear a legitimately heavy playlist backing a game, rather than the mind-rotting music maker level dubstep that seems to trickle down the arse cheek of a lot of these indie shooters. If you find one band's sonic atrocities too much to bear during your massacre, there's a skip track button helpfully mapped out for you, although you're more than welcome to pick which artist you want to listen to at the level select screen, along with some additional characters if the idea of mincing demons as a man-goat seems too ridiculous for you. Why not Death Kitty? There we are. Much better. You should probably pick Death Granny though, as that'll allow the stage announcer to howl maybe the greatest thing ever bellowed in a metal roar. But then he's always coming out with utter fucking gold. You can also unlock Death Tank, even though it is a horrendous shite wagon of a vehicle with a hitbox twice as big as anybody else's and no aura marker, so you know, fuck Death Tank. At this stage in early access, Death Goat is rocking degeneratively simple but satisfying core gameplay, although there are a couple of current lumps on its arse to whinge about. There can sometimes be a delay on the bomb trigger, which for a weapon intended as an emergency measure in such a breakneck environment can be pretty bloody fatal. Similarly, weapons and power-ups dropping out of the shattered bodies of those who dare oppose you is a staple of classic video gaming, but here, good luck fucking getting to them. As soon as you cut down one of these bastards, there are 20 more swarming over the upgrade you want, meaning you'll either have to wait it out until the end of the stage and hope the timer on it hasn't expired, or lead the enemies around the map to get at it, which arguably could be part of the strategy of the game if it weren't for the fact that in some rounds you'll hardly pick up any enhancements at all on account of them simply not dropping due to their randomized nature, while in another game you'll be inundated with enough bombs to blow the fucking moon out of the sky. Death Goat's hook is its atmosphere of sheer carnage, and to that end the spirit of it almost demands a constant flow of bonuses, upgrades and weapon changes, even if it means increasing the difficulty of the game itself to compensate. Although at this point Death Goat's gameplay may be a little too straightforward for some accustomed to more involved twin stick shooters, the potential for greatness is there. With everything from boss battles to a VR mode in the works, this sounds like a title to keep on your radar, providing of course that you can at least tolerate the metal soundtrack. At least until Jazz Goat comes out.